Before the world was divided by bombs, tanks, and fire, it was divided by fear, anger, and silence. World War II did not begin with a single attack, but with years of ignored warnings and broken promises. In this video, you will understand how the deadliest conflict in human history truly began. Introduction: a world ready to explode. World War II did not start overnight. It was not a random event or a sudden mistake. It was the result of years of anger, fear, humiliation, and silence. After World War I ended, the world did not truly find peace. Instead, it entered a fragile and tense period, full of unresolved problems. Many countries were broken, millions of people were dead, economies were destroyed, and deep resentment was growing, especially in Germany. For more than 20 years, the world was sitting on a time bomb. In 1939, that bomb finally exploded. To understand how World War II began, we must go back to the end of World War I and see how the seeds of the next war were planted. After World War I, humiliation and revenge. World War I ended in 1918 with Germany's defeat. But the way the war ended mattered more than the defeat itself. The winning countries, mainly France and the United Kingdom, forced Germany to sign the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty punished Germany heavily. Germany lost large portions of its territory. Its army was reduced to a very small force. It was forbidden from producing many types of weapons, and it was forced to pay enormous financial reparations to the victorious countries. To the German population, this felt like humiliation. Many Germans believed the punishment was unfair and extreme. They felt blamed for the entire war and stripped of their dignity. Some even believed Germany had not truly lost the war, but had been betrayed by politicians, minorities, or internal enemies. The country's economy collapsed. Inflation went out of control. People lost their savings overnight. Unemployment grew rapidly. Hunger became common. Trust in democracy disappeared. When a society is desperate, angry, and poor, it becomes vulnerable to dangerous ideas. The rise of Hitler and Nazism. In this environment, Adolf Hitler emerged. Hitler was an angry and frustrated man, but he was also an extremely powerful speaker. He joined the Nazi Party and began spreading a simple but dangerous message. Germany was once great. Germany was betrayed. Germany was humiliated, and Germany needed a strong leader to rise again. Hitler blamed Jews, communists, foreigners, and the Treaty of Versailles for all of Germany's problems. His speeches were emotional, aggressive, and full of promises. He offered hope to people who had lost everything. He promised jobs. He promised order. He promised national pride. He promised revenge. And many people believed him. In 1933, Hitler became Chancellor of Germany. Very quickly, he turned the country into a dictatorship. Political parties were banned, opponents were arrested or killed, the press was controlled. Fear became part of everyday life. Germany became a totalitarian state, ruled by propaganda, symbols, and constant control. Children were taught to obey the leader and hate those labeled as enemies. The country was no longer just a nation, it was becoming a weapon. Breaking the rules. Germany rearms. According to the Treaty of Versailles, Germany was not allowed to have a strong military. Hitler ignored this completely. Quietly at first, then openly, Germany began to rearm. Factories produced weapons again. The army expanded rapidly. New tanks and airplanes were built. Military training returned. This was a clear violation of international agreements, but the world did almost nothing. France and the United Kingdom were deeply traumatized by World War I. Millions had died. Entire cities were destroyed. Their leaders feared another war more than anything else. Because of this fear, they adopted a policy known as appeasement. Appeasement meant allowing Germany to break the rules in hopes that Hitler would eventually stop. They believed giving him what he wanted would prevent a larger conflict. They were wrong. First expansions, Rhineland and Austria. In 1936, Hitler sent German troops into the Rhineland, a region that was supposed to remain demilitarized. This was a direct violation of the treaty. France had the military power to stop him. It did not act. Britain chose diplomacy. Germany faced no consequences. Encouraged by this silence, Hitler went further. In 1938, Germany annexed Austria in an event known as the Anschluss. German troops entered the country and Austria became part of Germany. Many people were intimidated or forced to accept the takeover. Once again, the world did nothing. Each time Hitler succeeded without resistance, he became more confident. He learned that threats worked and that no one was willing to stop him. The Sudetenland and the lie of peace. Hitler then demanded the Sudetenland, a region of Czechoslovakia where many ethnic Germans lived. He claimed he was simply protecting German people. Rather than confront him, Britain and France agreed to negotiate. In 1938, they signed the Munich Agreement, allowing Germany to take the Sudetenland. In return, Hitler promised this would be his final territorial demand. That promise was a lie. Only months later, Germany invaded the rest of Czechoslovakia. At this point, it became clear that appeasement had failed. Hitler was not seeking fairness, he was seeking expansion. A world that looked away. While Germany was expanding, other dangerous events were happening. Italy, under Benito Mussolini, became a fascist dictatorship and invaded Ethiopia. Japan invaded China, committing massive atrocities. The League of Nations, created to prevent war, proved weak and powerless. Each country focused on its own problems. No one wanted responsibility. No one wanted war. This global silence allowed aggression to grow unchecked. The target? Poland. After Czechoslovakia, Hitler turned his attention to Poland. He demanded access to land that would connect Germany to East Prussia. Poland refused. This time, Britain and France warned Germany clearly. If Germany attacked Poland, there would be war. Hitler prepared anyway, but before attacking, he made a shocking move. The Nazi-Soviet Pact. In August 1939, Germany signed a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union, led by Joseph Stalin. This agreement shocked the world. Nazism and communism were ideological enemies, but both leaders saw an opportunity. The pact stated that Germany and the Soviet Union would not attack each other. Secretly, it also included plans to divide Poland between them. This agreement removed Hitler's biggest fear, fighting a war on two fronts. Now, nothing stood in his way. September 1, 1939. War begins. On September 1, 1939, German forces invaded Poland. They used a new military strategy called Blitzkrieg, or lightning war. Fast-moving tanks, heavy airstrikes, and rapid troop movements overwhelmed Polish defenses. Poland was crushed in weeks. On September 3, 1939, Britain and France declared war on Germany. World War II had officially begun. Conclusion: a failure to stop evil early. World War II did not begin because of one man alone. It began because of fear, silence, and hesitation. The world punished Germany harshly after World War I, but failed to rebuild peace. It ignored clear warnings and broken agreements. It chose comfort over confrontation. By the time action was taken, it was too late. What followed was the deadliest conflict in human history, with more than 70 million lives lost. All of it could have been different if the warning signs had not been ignored. World War II was not inevitable. It was the result of choices made too late and warnings ignored for too long. Understanding how it began is the first step to understanding why it must never happen again. History does not repeat itself by accident. It repeats itself when it is forgotten. If you want to understand what happened next and how this war changed the world forever, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. The next chapter of this story is coming soon.